Great day, great day, great day. All right. Welcome to Awaken Spiritual Community. It's a beautiful Sunday. Daylight savings time. Did it throw anyone off a little bit? But we are so grateful to be here. And so lovely to see your smiling faces. And welcome to any new faces. And those of you streaming online, welcome, welcome, welcome. And as usual, we always say, just take a moment and take a deep collective breath and bring yourself and center yourself into this space. Yes, yes. And for those of you who are online and would like to be connected with us, and those of you in the room, we invite you to text the word love to 844-992-3033. That's 844-992-3033 to receive any updates and upcoming events. But again, just to center ourselves into this space, so much going on outside, out beyond those doors, and it's just beautiful to be in community, a loving space, right? That you can connect with those like-minded individuals and just know the truth of what is so. So right now, if we just center ourselves, again, I said take a deep collective breath, and I love to say, and roll your shoulders back. And I love when we do that, just a reminder of releasing all the things that no longer serves us and that let it just fall and roll away. But in this space and time right now, as we center ourselves in remembering and knowing that all there is God, that this essence, this power and presence operates as us, through us, surrounds us, and crowns us with its divine intelligence, with radiant health, with eternal peace. And we know that we are one with this infinite source. And we accept lovingly, and we receive lovingly this inheritance of knowing this oneness. And with love, joy, and receptivity, we step into our divine authority. With each breath, with each exhale, we know that love abounds and love surrounds us, and that people who cross our paths get to experience this each and every day through us and knowing us. And we release all of this into the law of mind, knowing that it is so, it is done, and so it is. And so it is. And we're going to start off with our meet and greet. So right now, we're going to have our song that we love by Eddie Watkins Jr., We Are Awakening. And if you would like to go around, you can hug on each other, love on each other. Those of you that are online, text us where you're from, where you're zooming in from, streaming in from. And create.
We are awakening. We are awakening. We are awakening.
awakening. We are awakened and we are awakening. Yes, yes. We did a little magic trick for you guys. Did you notice that? Right? There was another person standing here, wasn't there, a minute ago? Awesome. My name is Kami Andre, and I'm just really excited to be in front of you today, to be with you today, to be in community today. Let's be reminded of why we do what it is that we do, what it is that we are doing it for. And we do that by reading our vision and our mission statement. So read our vision statement with me. Let's read it together. We are a global community that recognizes, honors, and nurtures the dignity and uniqueness of all people and the oneness of creation. Yes, being in that energy is amazing, isn't it? And then thinking about how do we do that on a day-to-day basis? It's through our mission. Let's read that together. We connect through the energy of loving kindness, spiritual practice, and sacred service. That is what we commit to doing. And not just when we come together on Sunday, but every single day of the week individually, because going back to the vision, we're one, right? So if you do that every day and I do that every day, what kind of ripple and impact does that have? Think about that. Yes, okay. News and updates. You all excited about some things we have going on? I know, sure. Yeah, that's great. Thank you for the one person that responded. I appreciate that. Yes. Well, I'm excited to remind you that every first Sunday we do offer guided meditation in the Lighthouse. So for those of you that are online that are not in our presence, if you want to come out and join us, please do so. For those of you that are here, we get to experience that guided meditation weekly, right, in person, in community. But we also get an opportunity right before service to do that every first Sunday. So put that in your calendar, share that information. This month on March 22nd, that is actually next weekend, isn't it? No. It's the following weekend. Whew, okay. March 22nd, in 2 weeks, am I correct? Yes, so in 2 weeks, put it on your calendar. We are going to have our monthly Ask and Awaken. And I got to tell you, Dr. K is in the building today. I'm going to shout him out because he was dropping some knowledge at the last Ask and Awaken. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't make time to come and eat and celebrate and talk and ask whatever questions you have to ask about this thought, this new thought, these principles, how to live them, how you allow them to show up in your life, you are missing it. We had some good spontaneous conversation last time and some good food, which is important. Yes? So make sure you scan that QR code. And then today, guess what's happening after service? Right after service, we are having our annual meeting. So we won't be having another one until 2027, I'm just saying, right? So if you are listening online and you are not here, you still have time to make it in. And if you are here, we definitely want to invite you and encourage you to remain after for a little bit so that you can get some information and participate in that annual meeting. How are those classes coming? Yes. Yes, for those of you that are participating in our spiritual economics and prosperity class, good stuff is happening. And am I correct in saying that good stuff is happening in the class and good stuff is happening in your individual lives? Yes, that's what it's about. That is what it's about. Awesome. And then, of course, food resources for you and or people that you know. There is no shame. There is no income requirement. You fill out the form that's on the other side of that QR code, and we will connect you with resources that you and or someone that you know that they need, right, to help during this time. And it's a great resource to be able to offer to community. If you need affirmative prayer, man, I don't know where I would be if there was not this technology called affirmative prayer. Whew, am I the only one? Hardly. Thank you. Because sometimes, y'all look at me and I know you're feeling me. I know we're on the same vibe, but I might question it sometimes. Affirmative prayer is something that is offered that you should not take lightly, right? We have a practitioner that is on duty every single Sunday. When there is something that you have going on, an unwanted challenge, an unwanted situation, an unwanted feeling, even if you're wanting to kind of like stand in the gap for someone else, it's not you, but it's maybe someone else, we have a practitioner that can walk you through a spiritual mind treatment where you can walk away knowing the truth and then having that truth demonstrated and being realized. It is beautiful. And so today's practitioner is Terry Ann. And for those of you that are online, you can take part in this as well. All you have to do is just email us at the email that is on your screen. Let us know what's happening. We don't really care about the details of the situation, right? We don't encourage getting caught up in the story. We don't care. We don't want to get caught up in the unwanted, right? What we want to know together, what we affirm together is the truth. So you don't even have to go into the details, right? Am I correct? Or y'all tracking with me? Okay. Yeah. And many hands make light work. You will hear more about this during our annual meeting, but we are looking for individuals who like to serve other people in whatever their special sauce area is. We would like for you to step forward and say, hey, you can use my hands, right? And so fill out that QR code and we will have a spot for you. So let's move further into our service as we go deeper and higher with the individual who is doing the science of mind reading. All right, and as he makes his way to the front, we're going to ask that you start to get settled.
Thank you.
We didn't. Can you remind people to quiet our phones?
If you will please put your phones on silent, it would be appreciated. And so today we have 3 quotes instead of the normal 2. The topic is be curious rather than certain. The first quote is from Audre Lorde, and it is, our persistence in examining the tension within diversity encourages growth towards our common goal. And from Ernest Holmes, all the power in the universe is with you. Feel it, know it, and then act as though it were true. And also from Ernest Holmes, excuse me, as the universe is run by the infinite mind, so our life is controlled by our thinking. Ignorance of this keeps us in bondage. Knowledge will free us. And the reading. Dividing humans by our attributes and characteristics has always been a controversial tendency. Whether dividing by the construct of race, gender, religion, social status, or some other artificial boundary, we find ourselves left with a sense of brokenness. You are this, I am that. They are that, we are this. Yes, there are discernible differences among humans, each one a unique iteration of the divine pattern. The trouble is when we name them and make them matter and assign them value. My skin is brown. My gender is female. My partner is female. I study religious science. These are facts that are interesting, but not definitive. Let's explore why who I am causes tension for someone else. Why do my characteristics being different from yours cause tension between us? Being curious rather than certain can open us up to so many possibilities. Let's forget what we think we know. Let's have the mind of a child. Let's truly know each other and be free of the ignorance of any kind of assumed superiority. And today's affirmation, I will read it first and then we can all say it, okay? I am willing to examine the tension around diversity and be part of the healing. Okay? I am willing to examine the tension around diversity and be part of the healing. And today, although this is National Women's Month, it's also National Caregiver Appreciation Month. Here's some key details about caregiver recognition. The purpose of the month is to raise awareness, express gratitude, and advocate support and resources for caregivers. Because nearly 1 in 4 adults in the United States acts as a caregiver, with roughly 43 to 63 million people providing this essential, often unpaid support. This month, we recognize that caregivers are the invisible backbone of care, often balancing work, personal life, and the intense emotional, physical demands of caregiving. It is a time to ensure that they feel seen, supported, and appreciated for their essential role in the healthcare system. Here are ways that you may show appreciation. Offer respite. Provide a break by covering their caregiving duties. Practical help. Assist with errands, cooking, or cleaning. And expressions of gratitude. Send a caregiver a handwritten note, make a phone call, or provide a small gift, such as flowers. And this is a time when a lot of people are having to rely on more and more caregiving. And especially when there are cutouts from social budgets that have been eliminating caregiving, and so more and more people at home are taking this on themselves. So if you know someone who's taking care of a sister, brother, spouse, give them a nod. Let them know that you know what they're going through and show some appreciation. Okay, and next up, Ned. Oh, let me just say, if you want to be a reader, make sure you just check with Shari. Shari will always be happy to provide you with the opportunity to come up here and stand before everybody else and simply read a passage from a magazine. It's very easy. Some people are afraid of standing in front of a group, as am I, and but not Ned. So, but if you want to be a reader, just check with Shari. She's not here today, but you can check with Shari and she'll get the message to Shari. And you can be a reader. It's very, very simple. And now I turn it over to Ned.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see. I invite you to relax, to relax into a comfortable place right where you are. You may know that you are filled with energy. You are surrounded by energy. All of the physical objects in this building are made out of energy. Our bodies are energy. And we can know that this energy flows. It flows from first cause, reality itself, the one energy that is all life, intelligence, creativity. It is a transcendent perfection beyond time and space. And knowing that we are made out of energy, surrounded by energy, supported by energy, we may take a deep breath together, breathing in the potential for infinite good, and breathing out spirit manifesting as beauty, love, abundance, harmony, and success. We may know that this is our place in the creative process to awaken to our oneness with infinite spirit, to awaken to our oneness with each other, to awaken to the truth that every one of us has the exact same connection to spirit, that there is a profound equality, that we are all connected to the source of unlimited good. And so, just as easily as we can move from one chair to another chair, or from one room to another room, we can easily move from a limited thought to a greater thought. We don't have to unthink the old thought. We simply let it go and know that it no longer has anything to do with us. Any idea of separation from our good, that we cannot be separate from the source of good. We cannot be separate from the law of good. We cannot be separate from our awakening of good that manifests in physical form. We are one with the one, the wholeness of life, the all in all. There is a yearning at the depths of our being, that place from which we feel alive and say, I am, to realize the presence of spirit, to feel that gentle warmth of the presence of divine love, knowing that everything, when seen in its wholeness, is good and it's real. We may know that for each one of us, the good that we seek in our life is already there, real as potential, real as spirit, awaiting our recognition and acceptance. And so, I invite you to know that the mental equivalent of perfect health, abundant prosperity, loving relationships, success in all we do, for peace and harmony is already complete and perfect and delivered through us as we awaken to it. We choose, we accept, we open up to the greater good and the infinite power that creates galaxies with ease, expresses the good in our life that we desire, we accept, we release, and we experience. It's all good when we look deep enough. And now I invite you to focus from spirit through your belief and back into this room.
Thank you, Reverend Ned. How was that? Again, beautiful. I love that. Reverend Ned is great at what he does. My son Corey is joining me again. Just trying to settle in myself in this moment. Taking a deep breath. Just play some for me as I can just glide on into the room. The message of the talk today is Invincible, the power of we. And I live in a bubble. Sometimes I don't watch TV often, and I trust my family and friends to keep me posted on the news. The news, the olds. I said olds because it's not new. We've been going through these crises since the dawn of time, right? So in this moment right now, when I was listening to the song and the words of the song, it's like we're invincible, because despite anything that shows up, despite anything that comes our way, you can choose to be invincible, to know the truth, to know your oneness with the divine, because that's all you are. You know, the song I sang last year, all there is God. And when we concentrate on that and know that, the remembrance of that. And so when I heard this song by Gloria Gaynor, it's called Invincible. So this is one of her new songs. And I just was like, okay, let's pump it up. Sometimes you got to speak to yourself. You know, it's always, you got to go forward. Know your own power. So the song is entitled Invincible. And we're going to go into it. Let's see. I know he's probably waiting for me. Let's see. if I am connected to I am. And so when the song plays, there's some parts that will show up that say, we are invincible. And when you're hearing about being invincible, embrace that for yourself, know that for yourself. Remember that always as you're going throughout the week, that not only us individually, but collectively, we are invincible. All right. Okay, come on. I'm tired of walking around with my head hung down. I'm lifting my eyes to see the sun. Each step that I take moves me up to higher ground. It's crazy to see how far I've come. Ooh, I've got the power. Ooh, sing with me louder. I'm feeling invincible from my head to toe. Nothing's gonna stop me. I'm feeling invincible from my head to toe. I think it's time to break free and be invincible. Yeah, 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 yeah. Invincible. Yeah, 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 yeah. Invincible. Do you want to know how I got this confidence? Woo! How I'm staying calm in the eye of the storm. It's knowing that my peace comes from deep within. Thank you, Spirit. I'm shoving my fears right out that door. Ooh, I've got the power. I'm feeling invincible from my head to toe. Nothing's gonna stop me. I'm feeling invincible from my head to toe. I think it's time to break free and be invincible. Yeah, 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 yeah. Invincible. Yeah, 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 yeah. Invincible. Flying high on the wind, feeling good in my skin. Gotta sing it again and again and again. I'm feeling invincible from my head to toe. Nothing's gonna stop me. I'm feeling invincible from my head to toe. I think it's time to break free and be invincible. Yeah, 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 yeah. Invincible. Yeah, 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 yeah. Invincible. Just know that I am, you are invincible. We are, we are, we are, we are, we are invincible, invincible. We are, we are, we are, we are invincible. Thank you, Spirit. Come on, y'all. Y'all will give it a do. Give it up for Gloria Gaynor. She's 80 something years old. She's still creating. There's no such thing as age, right? That's all an illusion. We are invincible. We are invincible. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Son. Give it up for Corey Brandon. Hold on. So, preparing for today's talk and our annual meeting and all the things, it was so interesting. I'm always looking at awaken, awaken. Who are we? Why are we here? Are we going to do it? Do we need to do it? And then the answer comes back a resounding yes. Yes, and yes, and yes, again, another yes. And so I said, there's something fascinating happening in this moment, this human history, this time right now that we're in. And for centuries, we have been taught about the different and many changes. But normally, these things came about with one great leader, one genius mind, one visionary person who changed everything, the history of time. But something is remarkable happening in this moment because I'm deciding not to wear these glasses after all, because it's not just about one individual. As you can tell and as you can feel, it's about the collective consciousness. And even this morning, I was like being in a meditative state, knowing that the power that I'm connecting into the field with multiple people that are knowing the truth, that are knowing love is greater. And so in this time is for us to remember the power of we, the power of you, the power of me, but the power of we. And so this is the time that not only are we doing our inner work so that it can show out in an outward appearance, but we are here to connect and unite and remember. Remember collecting ourselves back into the oneness, back into the wholeness. And the reason why I said after doing the work and research and looking at the statistics of the people is like so many have fallen away from maybe their traditional or original teachings from when they were younger. They're going out to study. They're not claiming religion, but spirituality. We can see that now and different things. It's like, no, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. You're finding that more and more now. However, they are not aware that such communities like this exist. There's still an epidemic, is what they're calling, of people dealing with hopelessness, people dealing with different say substance abuses or things of that nature, or children being locked into these devices that were supposed to connect us more so than anything, have actually alienated more people than they've connected. You know, you feel like you're connected because I get to see you on social media, I get to see you. However, they're not a true connection, right? And so there are times when we come up and I pull into the parking lot, I'm like, okay, are they going to come? Are people coming? And then you come. Then you come. And you realize sometimes you take it for granted. Sometimes you're like, oh, they're always going to be here. The space will always be available. And then you realize you have to do work for this to happen. We have to show up energetically, financially. We have to invite. There's so often, you've heard me say it before, that when we have been introduced to this type of teaching, it was so radical sometimes when we found it. We're not trying to talk to too many about it, or it's different than what most people believe, and, you know, at that time. But now it's coming more palatable. People can have the conversations. You know, there was a time you couldn't talk about a crystal or, you know, anything else outside of a traditional religion. But now to know that many paths to one presence, that we can acknowledge and respect each other's paths along the way. I'm saying that to say, Awaken Spiritual Community, you are vital in this movement right now, in this shift. I know I've said it 1,000 ways, and I'm going to say it 1,000 more different ways, but it is so paramount that we show up for ourselves, that we show up for our neighbors, that we show up for our coworkers. When Shari put in about the caregivers, there's such a need in a space for people to care. And you're caring for not just the ones that need that attention, but also for the caregiver, which is ourselves. Because sometimes if we're not being in full alignment, then you're constantly depleting your cup without being in perfect alignment to be restored, to be whole, to be one. And so we have to take that time to remember. I love that, to remember, to come back to community. So in several teachings, it would always indicate that it was multiple members of one body. I keep reaching for my iPad because it's decided to not stay on for me. So in the Christian text, it will talk about many members being of one body. The Buddha would also talk about the many into the collective field. And in, again, our global research with OpenAI or Wikipedia, these were all not built by one person. The many had to come together to create it. The many had to come. When you think about Wikipedia, we just take it for granted now. But to know that that wasn't built by one person. Millions of people come together to create that. And so now in this time, knowing that there are a million of us, just think about it, the power of that. If we stand right now, sit right now, flat-footed, and know that we unite across this field of time with all of these powerful energies, entities as one, how can we shift the consciousness? Do you believe that you have the power to ignite that shift, to participate in that shift? Yes, thank you. A resounding yes. And that's why I'm always saying it's not to not be aware of the news or the olds. We need to be informed, but don't plug in and absorb it all constantly, because then they get to use your energy, and I won't say they. Your energy is then being used in a way that doesn't support what you are choosing. So in that, to be very mindful of your own power. So the power of we, the realization that we are not just individuals trying to survive in the world. We are members of a living network of consciousness. And when that network awakens, something extraordinary happens. Isolation dissolves, possibility expands, and humanity begins to function the way nature functions. Not as separate pieces competing for survival, but as a living system working together. And that may be the real meaning of the great shift. So perhaps the future will not be defined by the power of the individual hero, but perhaps it will be defined by the power of the awakened communities. Communities that understand something simple but revolutionary, that we rise together, we grow together, and we awaken together. And when we do, we discover something beautiful together, that we are invincible. That we are invincible. You must remember that. Okay. And so now that we have complete, and I'm trying to keep us on track so we can do our meeting, our annual meeting, but to know we're excited. There are times that it feels like, you know what, maybe not, but then I know people are looking for you. People are looking for us. And so we have the answer. So let's answer the call. Awaken, it's time to show up and know that we are invincible. All right, so now, Terry Ann, thank you.
Great day. Now it is the time for our conscious giving. This is an opportunity for us to give back to our community. Will you join me in saying, sorry, divine love moving through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the good in my life.
So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich. Come on, Amy. Amy Steinberg. We got to get her back soon. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich. Dripping in joy, dripping in peace, dripping in love. We got everything we need. Dripping in joy. Thank you, Spirit. We're knowing the law of circulation abounds and that this comes back even greater than ever imagined. Thank you, Spirit.
Attitudes filling up my veins, digging on the decadence, goodness reigns. Queen bee being on the throne of ease, is rich with infinite potentiality. We think money has value. Listen, it's paper, metal, electric.
Will you join me in our affirmation for our children? Children, we see you, we hear you, we appreciate you, and we love you just the way you are. And now dropping into that sacred space in our hearts, that place of love and joy and positive affirmation. And we feel Spirit moving through us, surrounding us, supporting us, and always loving us, always ensuring our confidence, our intuitiveness, our brilliance, grounding us in that place of ours in the world, and showering us with radiant, spiritual nurturing that nurtures us, that we nurture each other with. And we send that out into our communities, into our state, across the country, to everyone in this world. That powerful affirmation inside us that touches everyone. We are that power in the world, that unifying spirit, that love. And we know in ourselves that love for ourselves and that place that we hold, that special place. We are the brilliance, we are the love, and we are the infinite's special creation. And I end this with this blessing. We are perfect creations. And so it is.
Thank you. Thank you. So now we're going to close out. Well, do we just jump right into the annual meeting? We need to close out and then go into the annual meeting. So thank you. And so now for those who would like to be in our circle, help yourselves. If you want to stand outside of the circle and just hold space of love and gratitude, feel free. And then immediately following, we will have our annual meeting. Just preparing yourselves for a powerful week. We let it be. We let the joy. We let the joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be.
So now we bring it down like a prayer, knowing that there's grace. And this grace, it washes over us when we need it. It just shows up when we let it. When we can make ourselves aware of it. So knowing that there are people in this world who are hurting, who are afraid, I just want you to imagine your love stretching out beyond this room and wrapping around this entire world.
I love that. We let the grace wash over us. We let it be. We let the love. We let the love. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. Create a phenomenal week, Awaken. And now we are rolling into the annual meeting.